He's okay. He's very, very lucky. Thank God for seatbelts. But again, it's going to be a slow going and getting out of this one. Doug Eldridge joins us, right, a sports agent, DLE Agency founder, knows Tiger very, very well, knows of his import to the sport, to say nothing of all sports. He is a transcending figure, to put it mildly, Doug. I'm just wondering now, a lot of people saying, when will he get back to golf? When will he get back to boat? He's going to have a tough enough time just getting back to some semblance of a normal physical life here. This is a long road, it sounds like. What do you think?
Yes, sir, to say the least. I mean, not to sound corny or cliche, but he's going to have to literally take it one step at a time. And you have to remember, Tiger's now 45 and coming off of 5 back surgeries. There is no such thing as an insignificant or minor back surgery. I've had one that was life-changing. Tiger's gone through 5 and now this. So it'll be a step-by-step, day-by-day process.
You know, a lot of people look at him as one of these bigger-than-life figures, Doug. I tend to focus on a lot of these really successful athletes whose earnings are eclipsed way beyond what they earn in the sport of their choice, but the sponsorships they generate. He was among them. In fact, one of the most successful in that category. I'm wondering now how that goes. I mean, there's a rallying around him like nothing we've seen in prior incidents, and maybe because this is not nearly as sordid as much as sad. And I'm just wondering just the impact on you know, Tiger Woods, just the one-man cottage industry.
Right. Well, Tiger Woods is in a rare air, and if he never swings another golf club again, either professionally or recreationally, his legacy is most assuredly established. You have to remember, Neil, Tiger's changed both the game of golf and the business of golf. Right. From a performance standpoint, he's won 15 majors. That's second. He's won 82 PGA Tour wins. That's tied for first. He's won the Masters 5 times. When he won it in 2019, it had been 14 years since his previous and 22 years since his first win. And you and I even talked after that Masters win and talked about how he came around that corner and his little boy just shot out at him like a bullet out of a gun. And Tiger wrapped up his boy just like his father wrapped him up after the first Masters win 22 years earlier. But off the course, to your point, Tiger's one of very few athletes that have crossed that billion-dollar threshold. He has a lifetime deal with Nike, along with LeBron James, Michael Jordan, and Ronaldo. And he's one of only 3 athletes that have actually earned $1 billion during the course of their career. So from a financial standpoint, wow, for all of the sponsors that he's lost over the years, like from 2009 with that incident, to all that he's gained in response, like the tide coming in and coming out, Tiger, I mean, the zeros and commas and the way that he's realigned the business of sport. When you look at his first 2 Masters wins in 97 and 01, per Nielsen, those were the highest Masters Sunday viewing numbers in Masters history, 50% higher than the average. So the Tiger effect is very real. It's not hyperbole. It's very, very real and very literal.